Welcome to Trade Doc Theta Options Trader, where we recap today's close, look at the futures, and scan our ETF watch list to spot opportunity. I'd like you all to subscribe and get these daily recaps. Today is Expiration Friday, January 6, 2017, so it's the first week of trading. And the markets, they close pretty mixed, averaging up about 1/4%. With the Russell leading the way down about 1/4%. All the other indexes, the Dow and the S&P, were up over 1/4%, and the Nasdaq led the way up a little bit over 0.5%. Looking into the futures, bonds are down, the VIX is down about 1%. Crude came down just slightly, it's at 53.70. Natural gas at 325, gold is holding 1172, and silver is at 1650. Copper is pretty much unchanged. Japan and the dollar came up just slightly. British pound is at 123. The CAD's a little bit over 75 cents. Look at the charts, and I want to get through these so I can get through the whole thing. This crude oil, pretty much unchanged, down 0.1%. Still within our trading range, just using this calendar. If you didn't know, my price levels at 1178 and 1135. The oil explorers, they were down another 0.75%. So they actually breached this trend line, and I did add some more shorts to the oil explorers. I might as well put it in. So I actually came up with an idea, and I opened these positions up with these white arrows. I'll close the positions red or green depending if they're profitable or at a loss. Natural gas they came up in the morning session, and they actually closed down 1%. Still holding the support level, which I've had for a while. Here's my price target. This range, the green range is the highest profit. Gold came down 0.75% back into our profit zone, so I'd like it to breach this, maybe reload on it. Some more gold. I don't put no hedges on here, just strictly sell it. Here on differences that I actually took this hedge off. I put a hedge on yesterday, and I'm kind of liking the gold miner market, just because of the volatility. It's moving up and down. I'm actually able to pick things up quite easily, and I took my hedge off. I sold all the junior miners, just holding on to the major miners here. So I'm still long gold miners overall. Here's silver, and silver came down, kind of like here's our buying opportunity, so it's respecting this trend line. Keep on looking for it moving up. I'm still long silver, could probably add a position, but I like it to come down to this level 1540 to add some more on. Is energy sector, and I'm trying to get a little shorter on the energy sector, and I didn't get filled on some options. I have a vertical going, that's about it, and it's been a while. I gotta wait for it to expire, but energy sector is a little bit lagging. Utility sector is still trading sideways. It was up 1/4% today, kind of in this price box here, so I want to see it roll a little bit more before getting short on it. Is industrial sector, and they were up over 0.5%. Kind of the volumes picking up a little bit here, so let's kind of keep watching that. Like I said, I'm long a couple individual stocks in this sector, but overall the sector is coming down. This material sector came up 1/10%. I don't know if the 50.34 is going to be support level, but it kind of hit the support level in the morning session. and they closed up just 0.1%, so pretty much unchanged. They're more vulnerable on the downside just because the sector doesn't cover special rare earth metals and things like that. It is a healthcare sector, and no position in it, just closed. This I put a mark here, and I never opened a position on it. Now they're kind of like moving up a little fast. I like them to come back a little bit more. Hopefully hit the $70 price range before I put a long position on it. And here's real estate, and I was towards the end of the day, I'm trying to like get filled on it, change my prices around. They're just not getting filled on this. But this is something that I definitely would want to get short on, especially with the afternoon session. What I ended up doing is buying the triple leverage DRN, I believe, or one of those. You can look it up. So that's the only way I got short on this, but you know, I'd rather do some options on it, and because this is going to be a slow mover. But yeah, I got short on it today. Home builders came down almost a full percent. Still short on it, some individual home builders, and you can see after they breach this, it looks like it closed right at this trend line. Once they breach this trend line, I can see a severe drop to this support area here of 33.30 that was. And here's retail, still no position in retail. They just keep on dragging down almost 0.75%. It might be looking for the top of this channel here to find support. So still no position in retail, but there's plenty of opportunity there. Financial sector, they actually moved down in the morning session, and then they came back up, hit the bottom of this trend line. So I'm hoping to see some action in this on the financials. And actually, just because of the morning, I did add, and I'm short via the triple leverage ETF FAZ, which it's the inverse of the XLF, which is the financial sector. So I short that. The SPYs, no position on the SPYs. They were up a little 0.25%. The Dow, I actually added on the Dow right here at the highs. So, and this was done with the triple leverage ETF SDOW. I have no options in it, even though I was trying to get a calendar filled. No fills on it, but the price moved from like 14 cents to 20 cents in like a matter of the last hour. And you know, trying to get saw a couple of options there. Is the Nasdaq was up 0.75% also. Now it's hitting the all-time highs. This level here was not an all-time high. The Russell came down. This is the only one that was negative on the day, about 0.25%. Still trading between here. I should have just put a calendar in here, but you know, I'm just busy. Emerging markets, they came down, and I actually took a little bit off today for emerging markets, so I'm just gonna put this here. I'm still long emerging markets, the dividend ETF, but I took some off of the EEM. And Japan, kind of right in the middle of this price box. We'll put in buy signals here, and don't fill it because I don't trade Japan, but I'm gonna start looking at it because Japan's pretty volatile. It took a little bit off of China as well. This was yesterday, so I had a few shares and I took a little bit more off of China. I'll give it to you here. I'll put a direction. And India, I took a little bit off yesterday. I didn't take none off today. Russia, didn't do nothing with today. Nothing in Europe. Nothing in the British pound, though it came down 1%. Might be looking to get long British pound. If this thing works. Here we go. Follow this trend line. What I did open up was another position in the VIX. Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Have a good weekend. Peace.